guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Dutchy. Hello. In today's video, I'm giving you guys a little lesson on how to know if a femme girl likes you. I'm going to be providing you guys with some top secret hints and tips,
top secret information
on 5 ways to tell if a femme girl likes you. I know from personal experience that talking to other girls can be daunting at the best of times. But how do we figure out if a femme girl is flirting with us or just being friendly? And also, how do you figure out if a femme girl is gay? I'm going to be covering that as part of this video too, because I understand, I've been there too, and it can be a really hard task figuring all these things out. So strap yourselves in and let's head on into tip number 1. Now, I put this tip first because I think it really helps differentiate between a girl being really nice to you and a girl flirting with you or being interested in you or wanting to show that they're interested in you. And that is compliments. Does she compliment you? How does she compliment you? And what about? It's pretty easy to go ahead and compliment another girl on her outfit, right? And I'm not saying that if that's all she does, that she digs your outfit or says that she's not into you. But if she goes more in depth in terms of your hairstyle, your makeup, how you've styled your clothes in a certain way, and making her compliments more specific and personal to you, that is a great sign. If she's noticing particular things that you have done, a way you have styled your hair or your makeup or something that you have done, she is then paying particular attention to you and knowing something that you have done or effort that you have put in, that is a great sign that a femme girl is into you. A lot of femme girls are hyper aware of that because of the way they dress themselves. So if they notice that and it's not just like a, oh, love your outfit, which actually, I'm gonna take that back because I have definitely used that with girls and girls have definitely used that with me. But when they go a little bit more in depth, that's an even better indication that there might be something brewing there. There might be something cooking. Tip number 2, they may look femme, but they act masc around you or towards you. So they dress real femme, they're looking real cute and girly or what have you, but they act masc towards you. They are challenging, they may be dominating in some way. They're really competitive towards you or around you, but not when they're not around you, that sort of thing. And like might, yeah, appear super femme, but then have this whole other persona around you. And that can act as one of many things. So that could be a nerves thing where they're trying to act, you know, like all masc and macho and confident. It can be a confidence thing. But it could also be their way of flirting and wanting to be competitive and stuff around just you. I also think it's super cute when girls do that, and I think they know it. Tip number 3, and this can go one of 2 ways, is they want to spend a lot of time with you, particularly alone. So in group settings as well as alone. So you might hang out as a group, you might be friends already, something like that, and they really do enjoy when you are there. They ask you along to things. If you're all going to the movies or the beach or something as a group, they will always invite you or make sure you are invited. But then they also want to hang out alone. I know a lot of people are super inclusive and a lot of girls want to always invite all of their friends. So if you feel like you're getting invited to things as a group all the time, but they don't necessarily want to hang out alone, that might mean that maybe they're not so into you. But if they're inviting you to group things all the time and they want to hang out personally alone, that's a good sign. Oh, tip number 4, and honestly maybe one of my favorite telltale signs. Now this goes for anyone, mind you. I know a lot of gay people are probably watching this, but eye contact and eye flirting. Oh my god, and there's 2 ends of the spectrum to this. You can either have the person that is super shy, super into you, and like their eyes dart all around the room, and as soon as they catch you staring, they look away and they're super nervous and super scared. Or there's also the person that makes that intense eye contact with you and makes it known that they're checking you out, makes it known that you are looking their way when they look your way and they don't look away straight away. Big one. Hello, eye contact is one of the biggest hints. Oh my goodness me. You could potentially be crushing on someone that is just great with eye contact with everyone. And if you are, that might suck a bit because it might be harder to figure it out. But if you're not, if this person you are crushing on or you're trying to figure out if they're crushing on you and they do one of those 2 things, or they really like look into your eyes when they're talking to you, they're super intense with it, they hold your gaze, that is another great sign. But honestly, eye contact, I feel like I've said this in every other tips video, super duper, like of utmost importance, and it usually is that they might be like super shy and checking you out, and then if you notice or like you go to look their way because you go to check them out and then they go and like they get real even flustered or whatever, or pretend they weren't looking your way, huge sign, because if they weren't into you, why would they get embarrassed by that? They wouldn't even look away. They'd just be like, they might smile or wave or whatever, and they're not going to care that you caught them staring if they're not into you. Like, they're not going to give a whop. But if they go all funny, hello. And yeah, obviously the other way too, if someone is like two different ends of the spectrum, it depends how comfortable they are as a person and stuff as well. I know with me, if I'm really into someone in a group like party setting, I will look over at them, and if they catch me, I'll probably hold their gaze for a bit and then like look away, or like, you know, do something a bit cheeky, might even give it a wink. There's a bonus tip, hint, what have you. But then there's been other times where I have genuinely been so nervous that I just like quickly look away and I'm like, and just caught me staring, you know? My fifth tip, and again, maybe one of my favorites, but also depends entirely on the two individuals in this situation, is close proximity and whether they are touchy with you. Again, that depends on whether this individual is a touchy-feely person or not. But even if they're not and they are with you, that's a really easy sign. So say you're crushing on someone, you want to know if they're crushing on you, and they're not really a touchy person with anyone else. You don't really see them hug their friends or be playful and flirty with their friends. You know how some people just have that personality. Say they're not like that at all, but they are with you. They hug you to greet you. They brush your hand, brush your arm, brush your leg when you say something funny. Or even if you don't say something funny, they think it's funny. Oh, hello, bonus tip, they appreciate your humor. They laugh at your jokes, whether they are funny or not. Hello, that's a big one. That's a huge one. I'll tell you this for a fact, I'm not laughing at anyone's jokes that aren't funny unless I am into them. Yep, you heard it here first, people. Sorry, Fraser. But no, two things there. They're really engaged with everything you have to say. And yeah, being in close proximity with you. They like being close to you. It doesn't have to be touching. Like, they don't have to be touching you, but they like to be close and engaged. And so close that if they did want to reach out and touch you in some way, that they could. And that's a big one if you ever study body language in psychology. The body language of an individual shows so much. It is such a big sign in so many different ways. So if they are being close to you, they like being close to you and getting a bit touchy, whether they are or aren't that sort of person, hello. Okay, well, they were my 5 main ways to tell if a femme girl likes you, but I just thought of like a few more. So I'm just gonna give you some bonus tips right now, because as I was going through those, I thought of some more, and I'm not gonna sit up in here and keep this information from you. I want you guys to go out and get the girls. Here we go. These bonus tips are going to not only be extra tips on how to know if a femme girl likes you, but also how to know if a femme girl is
gay,
because that can also be really hard to figure out. Hi, maybe she's talking about you with her friends when you're not there. So she really likes your company, she invites you to everything. But if you somehow find out from another friend that she's been mentioning you, talking about you all the time, yeah, Megan and I went and did this, oh, she's so funny. Hey, did you know that Megan did this or that? If she is mentioning you in conversation a lot, even when you're not there, and only in a positive way, obviously, oh boy, she may just be obsessed. And obviously that relies on you knowing people that can be like, hey, like, this chick digs you. This chick talks about you all the time. Great sign in any sort of relationship, not even just with femme gay girls, like anyone. I'm telling you. Now this next one ties into both. If this girl talks about LGBTQ plus topics, talks about her favorite LGBTQ plus TV shows, movies, does she go to Pride? Does she know about mainstream LGBT topics that are trending? Does she talk about LGBT influencers? Who does she watch? Does she watch people on TikTok or YouTube that are
gay?
And is she open and willing to talk about these LGBTQ plus topics with you? Because I know the theme of this entire video is trying to figure out whether a femme girl is into you, but we did not talk about whether you are out or not. So if someone is talking to you about this, they may or may not be gauging to see if you're LGBTQ plus too, because they dig you. If they know all of this stuff, they're probably either a really good ally or gay as hell. And at the same time, by telling you and showing you all this information and knowledge they have on the topic of the community, they may also be digging to see if you are, because they like you. Woo! And now we head on into my last bonus tip, which is, do they keep the conversation going? You've had a really nice day out shopping, at the beach, at the park with all of your mates as a group. Does she hit you up that night? Does she say, thanks so much for hanging, it was such a good day? Or does she shoot you a text? Does she react to your Instagram stories? Does she try and make conversation with you, or just send you a hey, what's up? Does she make it clear to you that she wants to talk to you at all times? She always wants to get to know you better, do things, hang out, just make herself an active member of your consciousness. Like, I can honestly guarantee that if she does one or two of these things consistently, there is a good chance that she is into you. And I mean, I'm no expert and I don't know y'all, but also if you are watching this video trying to figure out whether she likes you, she probably likes you. No, obviously I can't say that or be 100% sure, but I seriously do hope some of the hints and tips in today's video helped you, might help you on your way to figuring out whether this girl is into you or not. I wish you all the best of luck on your endeavors, all that good shit. I would also love some of you guys to share your hints and tips in the comments below on how to tell if a femme girl likes you. Have you had other experiences? Is there anything in particular that a crush of yours has done to show you that they were crushing on you too, or vice versa? Let me know, let us know. Let's have a convo about it in the comments. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it and the tips and they were helpful. And yeah, I love you all so much and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.